Good today. I'm Grace Dewberry. I'm joined today by Joni, and today's well-rounded flow class will focus primarily on side planks with some tree variations. Have 2 blocks for this class, and when you're ready, just come on down to your back. Have the block within reach so you can use it straight away. And once you lie down on your mat, you'll bend your knees. So just come down, you'll bend your knees, have your knees directly over your ankles, and then you're going to use the block. I really like the lowest width or the narrowest width and have it placed between the thighs. Some people prefer on the middle width, so it's entirely up to you. We're going to start to do some abdominal strengthening so that we can carry that through the class today. So Joni here will just really squeeze the block and have the ankles directly underneath the knees. And then when she's ready, she's going to lift the feet and knees up so that the shins become perfectly parallel to the ceiling. And then from there, you want to squeeze that block so you can find the strength of your inner thighs, and you'll take both hands behind your head. Now, it's really important that you try not to grip with your neck. You don't want to be flexing your neck in this position. Think of lifting not as high, but really focus on the strengthening of your core. So when you're ready, you lift up, and then from here, you hold in this position throughout. And as you exhale, you take your right elbow towards your left knee. You come back to center on the inhalation. Keep your chest open. Left elbow to right knee. Exhale. Back to center. Inhale. And again towards me as you exhale. And you keep switching. Center on the inhalation. Over to the right as you exhale. Center. Inhale. And exhale. Make sure you breathe throughout. Back to center. Inhale. Over to the other side. Exhale. Back to center. We'll do 2 more rounds today. Exhale over towards your left. Back to center. Inhale over towards the right. Back to center. Over towards me one last time. And back to center. Over towards the other side. One last time. Come back to center and hold for a moment. You might start to feel your core work. If you don't feel it enough, you can add another 5 reps if you prefer. And then try and lift and see if you can shorten the space between your lowest ribs and the very tops of your hips. Take another breath until you can really feel the core work here. And then very softly release your head down towards the floor. Bring your feet back down. Continue to squeeze and simply take the arms down by your side so the palms face the floor. At times, it might be nice for you to just draw the head side to side if you notice that you were gripping with your neck or maybe even the jaw. The following exercise is quite simple. We just start to introduce breath to movement, and you'll coordinate the two. So very simply, you lift the hips and the arms up. So inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky. Take the arms up towards the sky as well, and then reach the arms all the way back and over your head until the backs of your hands touch the floor. And then as you exhale, you'll come all the way down. You'll take about a minute to do this, so you'll inhale to lift. It doesn't really matter how many reps you're doing, and exhale, you release down. Really feels like a wave just flowing with your breath. You inhale like you're massaging your entire spine, and you exhale. This block here will really help find the connection of the legs and the legs to the spine. And then you'll maybe just do a few more reps. Well, let's say 2 of them. So you'll inhale to lift the hips, and you'll exhale to release. One last time. Inhale. And you'll exhale. Very nice. Once you come down, you just take a moment to pause with one of your hands, set your block to the side. And then once you're here, just hug the knees into your chest. You can rock maybe side to side. You can even think of drawing circles with your knees in one direction and then the other. And then decide how you come up. So you could rock yourself up to sit, or you might roll to one side if you prefer. Joni might even rock all the way back down and then come back up. So she rounds her entire spine and then she comes up. And then once you're here, just take a moment here, find your blocks, and you'll place your blocks on their lowest height at the very front of your mat. Now, as you take the blocks down, you want to be sure that they're shoulders distance apart, and you want to have enough space to step your feet forward in between them. So come on onto your hands and your knees, and you'll have your hands on the blocks. Again, firmness of the blocks is important. You can always do this without the blocks if you prefer. Once you come into this tabletop position, your spine is nice and neutral. The tailbone is lengthening back. And then on your inhalation, you lift your tail and your chest up towards the ceiling, come into a cow pose, and then exhale, round your spine, press the floor away, and just breathe into your back body. Inhale, lift your chest and your tail, look up towards the ceiling, and exhale, round. You'll do one more, so you'll inhale, lift your chest. You'll exhale to round. Then you lift your chest one more time, so your chest is open. Tuck your toes underneath you and come into a downward facing dog. You'll keep your hands on the blocks. Now, for many of us, this may be a new experience altogether. So you want to make sure you can still press firmly through the hands. Try and ground those knuckles of the index fingers and the thumbs. And then reach the hips as far back as you can. With your next inhalation, reach your right leg up towards the ceiling. And then we'll take a breath cycle here. So you might want to bend your right knee and then roll the thigh open towards the ceiling. So you can take a few moments just to get your hip to open up.